So I've been getting a decent amount of questions from people saying, hey, I'm, sort of stuck, or I'm making enough money and I can't motivate myself, or I have no direction in life. So let me give you the cure for that if you're struggling with that. My question is always, so my counter question, like, do you have a list of goals? Now, are these goals in writing? Do you know them by heart? Do you write them out every day? Could I wake you up in the middle of the night and ask you, hey, what's your list of goals? Could you answer me with 3, 5, 10, 20 goals? I don't know. Could I? Because if I can, like if I could wake you up, obviously it would be weird if I was hovering over your bed saying, hey, what's your list of goals? But let's assume for a second, like you're used to this kind of stuff. Could you like machine gun them immediately to me? If you can, there's a hole we should fill. Here's the action plan. Here's what I want you to do. If you don't have a list of goals right now, if you don't know them by heart, if they're not written, let's remedy this. What I'd like you to do is imagine what you want your life to look like 5 years from now, 3 years from now, 1 year from now. Just project into the future. See what you want to have. Like, what do you want to own? Where do you want to live? What do you want to earn? What do you want your net worth to be like? What relationship status do you have? Like, what's your life like? Think about it for a second. And then once you imagine that, I want you to start writing out a list of goals. And I want you to write them out as if it's already there. So let's say I make $100,000 a year, working from anywhere, doing whatever I want, and enjoying my life every single day. That's an example of a goal. You don't have to copy that, but I'm giving you the template, the format for a goal. I weigh 85 kilograms. I'm fitter than I've ever been. I'm in fighting shape, and I feel amazing every single day. That's a goal. Now, I want you to make a list. And I want you to make your list, and there's got to be at least 10 items on there. At least. Maybe more. I don't know. And once you have your list, I want you to think about it, maybe add some more to it, maybe change the wording around, I don't know. And then I want you to put them in writing, because if it's not in writing, it's not even real. I meet a lot of people and they say, yeah, well, my goal, the goal list is in here. I know them. No, you don't. If it's not in writing, it's not real. That's a good thing to remember. If it's not on paper, not real. So now what I want you to do, have your list, and every morning I want you to write them out. Preferably, if you could buy one of these. This is a journal. Some of you know I buy my journals from Paper Blanks. That's the company's name. They're like $20 or $30. But you can buy a $2 journal as well. You can buy a cheap book. I don't have any lying around, but it's a cheap notebook. You can do that as well. I like the pretty ones, but whatever you're into. And I want you to every morning and every night, every morning when you wake up and every night before you go to sleep, I want you to write your goals down, because you're going to wake up and immediately see what you're moving towards. And then at night, you're going to, before you go to sleep, you're going to remind yourself, this is what I'm moving towards. This is what I like. This is what I need. This is what I'm doing it for every single day. And you're going to remind yourself before you sleep, which is a great way to solve problems anyway. Get your subconscious mind to work. Make sure when you start doing your communication, when you start doing your outreach, when you start doing your prospecting, I want you to attack the day. Go all out. Go for it. Make sure you leave no one alive. Take no prisoners. And let's go. Let's make money. So write them out every morning and every night. Have a list. Have it written down. Before long, you'll know them by heart. I want you to have like a specific booklet, specific notebook, even if it's a napkin, if it's a toilet paper, I don't care, like anything, but write them down. And I want you to write it out by hand. I'm not asking you to write it out like on your little keyboard, like a nerd. I want you to write it out by hand with a pen. This is a pen, by the way. This is a pen. We used to use these in the old days, but write it out, because writing something out by hand actually has a more brain connection to it. There's something there which ingrains it into your brain, sort of carves it into there. That's what I want you to do. So make your list of goals. Imagine your life 1 year, 3 years, 5 years from now. Derive your list of goals from that. Write it down every morning, every night. And then when you're making your daily action plan, when you're sort of figuring out what your schedule is like, I want you to think about are these daily things moving me towards my goals, or are they not contributing at all? And if they're not, you might want to think about not doing that and adding stuff in there that is actually moving you towards your goals. So goals, super important.